Hey, everyone. Of course, give me a second to make sure that I am shared out everywhere that I want to be shared out. As you guys come on into the live, of course, say hi, hello, hey. If you are a replay viewer, type in hashtag replay so that I know who my replayers, yeah, I'm going to use that as a word, my replayers, so I know who my replayers are. You guys, if you are new to me, welcome to my live. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who are looking to create at least $30,000 in the next 90 days. I'm also a TV and radio show host. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. And so as I know that you guys definitely let me know if you are on here. Once again, let me know if you are joining us live so that I can, let me know if you are a replay viewer. If you are a replay viewer, make sure that you leave your questions and comments just as if you were actually live, and I'll try my best to come through and respond back to your comments. So definitely let me know that you're catching me on here. And so I'm ready to dive on into the content for this particular live. So if you've been following me this week, I've done a 3-part series. So this is part 3 to this series that I was doing. So this series started on Tuesday. And so with part 1, so once again, I'm talking to a specific group of people. So once again, I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches. And so this 3-part series is only for those coaches that are looking to generate at least $30,000 in the next 90 days. Once again, I know and understand that that is not everyone's goal, that's not everyone's revenue goal to generate that level of revenue, and that's perfectly fine. But as I noted, that's who I serve in this particular series is for those coaches that want to generate at that particular level. And so on the very first day of this series, we talk all about your offer. So a question I had asked in my Facebook group a couple of days ago, I asked them, is your business positioned for you to generate at least $30,000 in 90 days? Like, do you even have it positioned? And so that's what we've been talking about these past 3 days. And so one of the first things, and once again, I didn't say the first thing, but one of the first things, because the first thing you need is mindset. But one of the first things that you do need in order for you to generate that type of revenue, hello. Thank you so much for hopping on in here, Danny. So, one of the things that you need, yay, hey, you guys, here go, oh, I have my LinkedIn people on here. Hey. Like I said, I just got my ability to go live on LinkedIn. So I'm super excited for those of you that are catching me live over there on LinkedIn. And so, as I noted, if you missed the parts to the series, it is on my timeline. Now, if you are on LinkedIn, part 1 was not on my timeline, but you can catch me over here on Facebook. But part 1, you guys, if you're serious about generating at least $30,000 in 90 days, one of the things you need to look at is your offer. And so most of us have more than one offer, but this is one thing that I do want to share with you guys as a coach. And I know because I'm speaking to Christians right now, Christian female coaches, you can technically have one offer. Like sometimes I feel like as coaches, some of you guys are spreading yourself so thin because you have 5, 6, 10 offers that you're putting out there because you're trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to make sure that you have a service for every single person that's in your target market. And that's not how it works. And so some of you guys, like I said, because you have so many offers, your people are confused. They don't know what to do. Which one is for them? Is this one for them? Is this one for them? This one, you have a master class over here. You have a 12-week program over here. You have a 12-month program over here. And they don't know which way to go. And so, like I said, just know that you don't have to have 20 offers. I say this all the time. I know coaches that have one offer that solve one problem, and it's for a specific niche. And so please, if you're running yourself raggedy, creating all of these offers and you're exhausting yourself and you're feeling burnt out and you're launching every other week, trying to fill all these programs, I challenge you on the offers that you're putting out there to really and truly look at your offer. So once again, I'm not saying that you have to have just one, but your reasoning for the offers that you have, you want to be really careful and make sure that you're not creating them out of a space of lack. Okay. And so what you do want to do though with that offer, the offers that you put out there, of course, they should be for your ideal client. And you want to make sure that you have 3 key pieces to that offer. You want to make sure that you know how to position it. you know how to package it, and you know how to price that offer, because that's going to be key in helping you generate at least $30,000 in 90 days. So once again, make sure that you're clear on how to position that offer, how to package it, and how to price it. So that is what we talked about on the first part of the series. The second part to the series, we talked about your content. And so your content is you having a conversation. So whether or not your content is written content that you put out there on your social media, or for your blog, whether or not it's a live video that you're doing or videos that you're doing, whether or not you're speaking somewhere, doing a training, it doesn't matter. That content is the conversation that you're having with your ideal clients. So you want to make sure that you have content out there that speaks to your ideal client, that lets your ideal client know who you serve and the results you help people get. So if you missed that, that was part 2 to the series. So this that content is still posted on my timeline. Today, we're going to talk about sales. So once again, you have an absolutely amazing offer. You have content out there that's speaking to your people. Now you need to be able to generate the leads and be able to close sales. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So today I shared a testimonial on my personal page over on Facebook saying how one of my clients, one of my new clients, I just signed her recently, she came to me selling $40 workshops. And so I'm looking at her skill and her expertise. I'm like, no, ma'am, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. And so we had our first session 8 days ago, and, you know, she's still putting the pieces together. And this is the part that a lot of my clients struggle with, is doing things, although everything in the background is not perfect. So everything is not perfect yet. So I'm just telling her, just do this step. Just do this step. Get out there, put that information out there, you know, make sure your link is out there so that people can book a call with you. And so we had a call yesterday. She was like, yeah, babe, you know, somebody booked the call. I don't know where they came from. She said, but they scheduled a consultation with me. She was like, babe, I have this call tomorrow. So I said, okay, this is what you're going to say in this call. So once again, because we're now looking at sales, so she has some content that's out there. Everything is not perfect. Once again, she's still putting the pieces out there. She has an offer. We talked about her offer. Remember, this is what I'm telling you guys. This is what we're talking about in this series. So she had her offer out there. She has content out there. Now she has someone that's coming on with the call. Since you already know. And so once again, during the sales call, you know, and you guys, one thing that I talk about, so let's back it up, even looking at, you know, the leads. So let's talk about generating the leads, and then let's go into the sales. And so just like I told you with this particular, we'll take this particular client because this is one of the most recent ones, you know, with my clients. And once again, the same thing that I told you guys, make sure you have a transformational offer. Make sure you have an offer out there. Once again, I get it when you offer a masterclass. I get it. But ask yourself, with that one masterclass, even if you have that masterclass, you're like, babe, I got a $500 masterclass. Okay, cool. But you have to remember that there are some people that's looking at that one class. They're like, I can't get the results that I'm looking for, or the type of result that I need with a 3-hour masterclass. Like, that's not, so some people don't sign up for your masterclass. They don't sign up for your free webinar or whatever it is, because their thing is, well, what kind of transformation, what kind of result can I get from a webinar? And some of you guys, you're really good with promoting your free challenges, your free webinar, your free Facebook group, your freebie. You're really good with promoting the free stuff because you're afraid to promote the paid stuff. So it's easier for you to promote the free stuff, and then you start complaining about the fact that people don't want to pay you. Why would they pay you, one, if all you're offering is free stuff? And two, all you're offering is free stuff. So why am I going to pay you if the only thing that you're promoting, the only thing you ever talk about is your free stuff? I don't know that you have a 3-month program that will help me to be able to start my business, get my business started, and sign my first 3 paying clients. I don't know you have that offer because you don't ever talk about it. You don't ever talk about it because it's a $3,000 offer. It's a $5,000 offer. And you're afraid to get out there and sell because you're afraid of being rejected. You guys, you have to look at the reasons when you're promoting stuff. Now, is there a strategy for free? Yes, there is a strategy when you're promoting something for free. Even with that free strategy, there should be something paid. If they get something for you for free, there should be a paid offer somewhere. So I get it when you offer something for free, as long as you have a strategy for what you're doing. Exactly, Makita. 1 and 2 is free. You're like, okay, hey, I'm going to lead them to this free webinar. And then from this free webinar, we're going to do a free masterclass. And then from this free masterclass, we're going to do a free 5-day series. And then once again, you're ticked off because you're not hitting your revenue goal. Like you can't generate $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a month when everything you're offering is for free. So you guys, once again, with your lead generation, what you want to do, and there are so many different ways to generate leads. And once again, I always talk to you guys about starting where you are. So if all you have right now is your social media page, say for instance, all you have is your LinkedIn presence, and you have a LinkedIn Facebook group. I mean, a LinkedIn Facebook group. You have a LinkedIn group. Start there. Look at the content that you're putting out there. Is the content that you're putting out there talking to your ideal client? Is the content that you're putting out there allowing for you to show up as the expert? Well, Bear, what do you mean by showing up as the expert? Bear, what do you mean by offering value? You can have put a post out there where you're talking about, say for instance, you went live. You could go live and you can talk about the top 3 things that you want to make sure that you include if you are going for a promotion. The top 3 things you need to make sure that you do if you want to get your next promotion. Say for instance, that's what you're going live about. Okay. The top 3 things that you need if you want to secure that next promotion. So you go live, you talk about the top 3 things they need to make sure that they implement, they include, that they have if they're going for a promotion, right? That's free content, right? That's content for your ideal client, right? So how about that's one piece of content there. That's free value, right? That's value that you're giving out. I always tell people this: if you go live and you give out free content, then you've now given yourself permission to also promote something. I'm just saying. When you go live and you give out content, that is a freebie. You do realize that's a freebie. That is a freebie. So once again, go live. You're going to talk about those top 3 things they need to do if they want to go for that promotion. Now, the next step that you can do, this is what you can do it one of 2 ways. You can take that live that you did and go get it transcribed. So you can go to some place like rev.com, R-E-V as in Victor, rev.com. They should be at like $1 per minute. Or you can do Timmy. I'm not 100% sure if that's how you pronounce it. Another place you can go is Timmy, T-E-M-I. T-E-M as in man, I. T-E-M-I. I love you, Tish. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So once again, get that video transcribed. So now remember, you talked about the top 3 ways in order for people to secure that promotion. Why not now? So you have it as the video that you did. Why not now take that information? You might have to clean it up a little bit. Now, Rev is a little bit better with the transcription because they actually have humans that listen to the video and then they transcribe it. So there's actually humans out there that type it. Timmy, which is owned by Rev, they use some type of software. So the transcription is not the best. I mean, let me rephrase that. The transcription is not as good as Rev, but it's still good. Take it and clean it up. Rev is 10 cents a minute. I'm sorry. Rev is $1 a minute. Timmy is 10 cents a minute. Okay. So once again, you've now taken that video. You've now gotten it transcribed. Why not convert it into a blog? Clean it up a bit, put it on your blog. I'm talking, this is for today and yesterday. This is content and talking about securing more leads. So if you blog, that's now content that you can have to your blog. Put a call to action for them to schedule a call with you. Why not? Now take that same transcript that you have. You talked about 3 tips. Why not take 1 tip and make that your next social media post? And just talk more in depth about that one little thing or what you pulled out of that video. Just take that one little topic that you talked about that you now have content for the next 3 days. Or the same thing with your blog. If it's too much for one blog, let them know it's the 3-part series that you're doing. This is part 1. Make sure you come back next week for part 2. Why not take that same content, email it to your list? Let them know it's a 3-part series. Make sure they keep an eye out on your email for the rest of this week or the next 3 weeks or however often you email them so that they can get all 3 parts to it. I'm just saying. So not only are you creating more content, but once again, you're putting out more, more content for leads. So people are seeing this information. So whether or not they're on your social media, so whether or not they're looking at the written posts, whether or not they're looking at your lives, because some of you guys, you talk too much. I love you because I'm one of them. I can do a live. I can talk for an hour. There are people who can't sit and watch my videos or watch my lives for an hour. So why not pull that content and now use it to create written posts? So if they couldn't catch me live, they can still read the post, or they can catch it on my email or read it on my blog. So now, once again, this right here is getting, it's my leads, the people that are in my space, wherever they are. And now I'm getting them used to how it is that I do business, how it is as a coach, what it is and what I believe in and all that good stuff like that. So now I'm getting them indoctrinated to how I do things as a coach. And so they're catching this information in these different places. A lot of times, and some of you guys, what's that thing? That song, I bet you think this song is about you. So many of you guys make things about you. And what I mean by that is some of you guys are arrogant enough to believe, and y'all know I love y'all. Some of you guys are arrogant enough to believe that just because you put a post out there, everybody that's either in your Facebook group or that's following you on LinkedIn, you have the nerve to believe that everyone actually saw it. You actually think that just because you put a post out there, everyone actually saw it. You guys, they didn't. So that's why it's so important, one, for you to take that content and what we call repurpose it. I've been talking about repurposing content for years. So take it and repurpose it, but also making sure that you're showing up consistently, because your leads are right here in front of you. Wherever you have a presence, there are leads there. You have to nurture those leads. So you're putting this content out there that shows you as the expert. And so now your people are consuming your information, because you guys remember, it can take people up to, now remember, it doesn't take everybody, but it can take people up to what, about 15 touch points before they ever become a client with you. And so what that means, it doesn't mean that you have to email them 15 times or that you have to reach out to them on Messenger 15 times. But once again, they might view a live with you. They might read a post. They might read your blog. You know what I'm saying? But it can take up to, and notice that I'm saying it can take up to. It doesn't mean that it will take everybody 15 times, but it can take some people up to 15 touch points. So that's why, yesterday we spent talking about content, and even today reviewing the content, because your content is connected to your leads. Because when you have that quality content out there and you put it out there consistently, people are like, okay, she knows what she's talking about. Okay, yeah, you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. And so I was talking to another client today, and she was like, yeah, she was really hesitant about putting stuff out there, because there's some people that don't believe in what it is that I believe in. I said, and I said, there are things I say all the time as a business strategist that I know offends other coaches that are in my sphere. But this is what I believe in. And the same thing, you guys take a stand. And the analogy that I gave her, I said, think about it even within the body of Christ. So once again, my people are believers. But think about this, even within the body of Christ, we don't all agree on the same doctrine. Now, we all agree that Jesus is the Son of God. He came here, made the word manifest. That we believe. But there are pieces to the doctrine that not everybody believes. Because if that was the case, think about it. Why do we have Presbyterian? Why do we have Baptist? Why do we have non-denominational? We have all of these different components within even just our faith. There are some people who don't believe in speaking in tongues, some people that don't believe in the Holy Spirit, even within even within Christianity. So if we don't even have it together like that, why do you believe that everybody's going to agree with everything? That's not the case. So you guys, I'm telling you, go ahead and get used to people not agreeing with what it is that you say and what you believe. That's fine. But the people that are called to you, when you get out there and you are out there consistently having these conversations with them, that is going to resonate with them. That is going to resonate with them. That's why it's so important for you to have your voice out there. That's why it's so important for you to have these conversations with people, with your ideal clients every single day. That's why it's important. That's what you want to make sure that you keep in mind. You guys, let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if this makes sense. So don't be afraid to put your content out there. And like I said, worried about whether or not people are going to, not everybody's going to agree with you. And that is perfectly fine. Like, you shouldn't be doing stuff so that everybody agrees with you. If you haven't had somebody come out there and say something to you about what you put out there, I'm just telling you, I'm wondering what you're doing. I'm wondering what you're doing. Don't be lukewarm. Don't be lukewarm. Okay, so you guys, like I said, now that you're putting your content out there, you're having these conversations with people. Once again, you are nurturing those leads that you currently have in front of you. And you also want to make sure that you are expanding your leads as well. So, making sure that you're getting in front of other people's audiences. There are a number of ways to do that. So once again, I always say to I tell my clients, I'm like, hey, every once in a while on your social media, just put out a post. Hey, I'm looking to speak. This is what I speak about. If you have a one pager, put it on out there. Let them know what you talk about, who your ideal client is, or who your audience is, and let them know, hey, if you have a podcast, if you have a TV radio show, hey, if you're doing a summit, I would love to speak on your platform about these things. Put it on out there. This is how you get out in front of other people's audiences. If there's a speaking event that you see out there, reach out to the host and ask, hey, I was to your event before. Are you looking for speakers? Why not? Everybody's virtual right now, so why not? Why not do it? If you're in people's Facebook group or LinkedIn group, are you contributing there? If they have your ideal clients in there, remember that content that I just mentioned. If you're talking about the top 3 ways to help you secure that promotion, why not take those same 3 tips that you have on your personal page? So on Monday, remember part 1 to that? How about on Monday, you put that tip in somebody's Facebook group? Why not? You're adding value to the group, right? On Wednesday, put part 2. On Friday, put part 3. Why not? Why not? Why not do that? You see what I'm saying? So now this allows for you now to get in front of other people's audiences. Well, Bev, other people, they don't let you promote in their group. That's not you promoting, that's you providing value. And then what happens? People are nosy. So if you're like, well, dang, she's giving the top 3 ways for me to get this promotion. That was a good tip. You know what they're going to do? They're going to click on your name, your little thumbnail, and then where do they go? They're going to go over to your page. You can promote all you want to over on your page. So that's how you get around this whole other groups don't let me promote and all that stuff. Okay, Ann? So you are actually promoting, but you're not promoting. Once again, you're in there adding value. Get in there. If somebody asks a question and you have the answer to it, go answer the question. Participate in the group. Because that allows for you to stand out in the group. You're going in there providing value. So are you adding to other people's group, or are you just there taking up space? Be a value. Be a service. Come on, I'm talking to Christians. Be a servant leader. Get in there and serve. Answer those people questions over there. They need your help. They need your help. And so now this allows for you to generate leads in your own audience and now leads in other people's audiences. If you're doing a training for somebody else, just ask them, hey, can I offer a free gift? Can I offer your audience a free gift? Let it be to your freebie. Because if you have your freebie set up correctly, you have a nurture sequence. Get them on your list. Nurture them. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Jill. I have a lot of LinkedIn people on here tonight. I appreciate my LinkedIn viewers. Why not do it that way? So those are just a couple of different ways right there for you to nurture your leads. Not only nurture the leads that's in your current audience, but in people that are in other people's audiences. Offer that freebie. Get them on over to your side over there. And then now that you're showing up as the expert, you're like, okay, well, Bev, I got you. Okay, I got some amazing content out there. Bev, I'm offering this value. I want to now invite them to hop on a call and see if they're a good fit. One of my clients today, she was like, yeah, Bev, somebody joined my, somebody sent me a friend request. And she said, and I told them, thank you. I sent them a friend request. And so, I just told them, thank you so much for offering, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. Should I also send them a link? No, stop it. I told her no. I gave her a strategy of what she can do if she friends somebody else. It was really good what she did. When she friended someone else and said, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. But what I suggested that she do after that is, how about instead of you immediately dropping a link, go and interact and engage on their page. You just connected with them. Why not go over to their page? I just told her, I said, just once a day. Set your timer for 2 minutes, once a day. Just go over there and interact and engage with their content. Versus you just hopping in their messenger and saying, hey, let's set up a You don't know that person. No. Instead, build the relationship. I'm just saying. I'm just suggesting. I'm just suggesting some things. That's all I'm doing. Just making some suggestions. So, like I said, now as you have cultivated that relationship, now once again, you guys remember it can take people up to 15 touch points. You might be able to. Someone might join your Facebook group on a Monday, and you might be able to sign them as a client by Wednesday. It just depends on what's going on with that person. But the thing is, you want to make sure that you're making connections with people. Some of you guys, people are coming into your space. You're not bothering to make connections with them. You're not bothering to try to see what's going on, why they're there. Do they need anything type of thing? So, like I said, if you have a Facebook group, somebody joins your Facebook group or LinkedIn group, somebody joins your group, tell them thank you for joining your group. On Facebook, I utilize those questions. So they have to answer the 3 questions to get in. I utilize that. One of the questions is, hey, one of the questions to get into my group is, what's your challenge when it comes to creating consistent clients in revenue or income in your business? Because that's what I help my clients do. So they tell me one of the challenges. So then I follow back up with them. I'm taking it straight from their mouth. You said when you entered the group that one of your challenges was marketing. Is that still an issue with you? What did I just do? So the first conversation, the first message that I send them is, hey, thank you so much for joining my Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. They usually come back and say, you're welcome. I say, hey, let me know if you ever have any questions. I don't say, hey, I'm a business strategist. If you're looking to generate at least $30,000, here's the link to my, no, stop. Instead, I just hop in Messenger because my thought process is this. How many Facebook groups do you join and the host actually welcome you to the group? Or the same thing on LinkedIn. How often do they actually welcome you to the group? So I do this because it stands out. So whether or not it's a written message or I use the voice feature, whichever one it is, but I'm connecting with them right off the bat. But I'm not trying to sell them anything right now because I don't even know if they have the problem that I can solve yet. I don't know. And then, like I said, I follow up because at least I have a way of following up with them because of the questions that they answer to get into the group. So once again, if they're saying marketing is an issue, this is what I do though. So if I know that marketing is an issue for them, the same thing, most of you be like, oh, okay, they said marketing. Let me go ahead and send them a link. No, stop it. What I do is ask them questions. Because I want to know, well, what have you tried? Why do you feel like that didn't work? Like I need to ask them some questions first before I send them my link. That's why my close rate is 80%. Because most of the people that come to me on a sales call, they are ready to buy. Like they already know. They are ready to buy because I've already pre-qualified them before they got on the call. Now, what I did do with my client yesterday, because this person, like she doesn't even have her questions all the way set up yet for her pre-qualifying questions or her questionnaire. So I gave her a script to pre-qualify the person first because this person was cold. She didn't know where the person came from. And so I had to give her a script to pre-qualify her and she was still able to close the person. But once again, there are things you want to do to pre-qualify people. And so even with what I just said, when I'm talking to people who enter into my Facebook group, I ask them about their challenges. What have you done to try to solve this challenge? Why do you feel like that doesn't work? If you guys need to make sure you're writing these questions down. Because I'm telling you, this helps you to close more sales because you are getting straight from their mouth what their issue is. So if they're saying, hey, my issue is with promoting. Okay, so if your issue is with promoting or marketing, what is it that you've been doing? Why are those things not working? So, hey, I'm posting over here, I'm posting over there, I'm doing this, I have this flyer over here, I have this graphic over here, I email my list. So they're telling me everything that they're doing because I want to make sure this stuff is in my wheelhouse, stuff that I support my clients in doing. So then when we're having these conversations, when we're on a sales call, so for instance, someone that tells me something to do with marketing like that, and so I'm asking them these questions and we're going back and forth and they're answering the questions. And as I see them, I get it. Then I invite them, well, hey, this is an area in which I support my clients with. When my clients are able to do this, I'll share a testimonial with them. Because my thing is, you should have testimonials that are out there. That's part of your content. So they can either look at that testimonial I just put in the chat or they can go through, look at some other testimonials that I have. I would love to set up a call with you. If you're interested, let me know. Because once again, I'm not dropping a link. I'm like, if you're interested, let me know. because I want to get their permission before I start dropping links and stuff. Hey, yeah, I would love to have a conversation with you. Oh, just so you know, usually when people do a sales call with me, they move forward. This is the range to work with me. Like usually they move forward to work with me. This is the range to work with me. It ranges anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000. Just I'm making the numbers up. Are you still interested in setting up a call? Especially if they're coming to me and it's not about a specific program. Now, if it's a specific offer, my offers, the pricing is already out there, so they already know. So if they're coming to me about my revenue accelerator, hey, my revenue accelerator has a guarantee of at least $30,000. My clients have generated anywhere between $35,000 and $116,000 in 90 days. This particular program is $6,000. I just want to make sure that you know that it's $6,000. Like they know before they get on the call, they come to the call ready to invest. But if it's not a specific offer that they're coming to me for, then I let them know the range to work with me. And so I'll say, hey, is this okay? Do you still want to schedule the call? So I just had somebody where I had this conversation with them about the range to work with me. And I wasn't talking about a specific offer and they didn't know. They were like, oh, okay. And so she didn't move forward with the call, which was fine with me. Like I didn't get offended. I didn't get mad or anything. But I promise you, she will come back to work with me. I bet you she will. That I do know. Because once again, because of this process that I'm talking about, because of the content, because of the testimonials, those things like that. You guys, I'm telling you, if you follow these steps, you will be able to generate $30,000 in a week. You guys, I'm telling you, my clients are doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a week, not even in a month, in a week. Following these things that I'm talking to you guys about. So once again, are you having those conversations with people in Messenger? And now this is the question. I always ask people, hey, are you having conversations with people in Messenger? Are you able to close a Messenger? And 9 times out of 10, I want to know if any of you can relate to this. 9 times out of 10, this is their response. 9 times out of 10, this is what they say. Well, I really don't like to use Messenger like that because, when people send me a friend request, I can't stand it when people send me a friend request and then the next thing that they do is try to sell me something. So I really don't use Messenger like that because, I just really hate that. That wasn't the question that I asked you, one. And 2, I don't know anybody that likes that particular strategy for people just hopping in Messenger and selling you something. I don't know anybody who likes that. But if you notice what I just said, remember what I said? I said what we're not going to do is just hop in somebody's Messenger and just send them a link. But so many of us have had a negative experience with that you now internalize that when it comes to using Messenger, you internalize that and you don't use it. I'm telling you, you are leaving literally tens of thousands of dollars on the table if you don't know how to effectively utilize Messenger. Listen to what I said. I said effectively. So I don't care if you use a Messenger on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I don't care where you're using it. There's a way to effectively use Messenger. And so that's what you want to make sure that you're doing. Make sure that you're effectively using Messenger. So you're able to close sales in Messenger, or you can close sales on a call, whichever one you need to do. Or if there's a link and they just need to go and buy something, drop the link. But you want to make sure that you have a clear-cut strategy, whether or not it's a link that you're dropping, whether or not you're on a call with someone, or whether or not you're in Messenger. And even that conversation that I said in Messenger, those are some of the same questions that I ask people when I'm on a sales call with them. So if I ask them the question on Messenger, then hey, I don't have to worry about sending them the link to my scheduler that has all those questions in there. They've already answered the questions. I just go ahead and say, hey, I have time tomorrow on my calendar between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anything in there work for you? Oh, yeah, I can do 4. Okay, cool. I can manually go into Acuity, set that time up with them. It sends out an email to them. Why would I send them the questions again if I just ask them the questions? So Belinda said, I also heard today that people can overuse Messenger and text messages. And so, Belinda, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by overuse it. I'm not sure what that means. I know that people can use it ineffectively, but I don't know if you can overuse. I'm not 100% sure what that means by overuse it. I'm assuming it means using it ineffectively. I'm not sure what that means. Yep. And Tish, that's what we do. So like I said, we've now taken a situation that happened to us. Somebody hopped in, sent you a friend request, hopped in Messenger and tried to sell you something. And now we use that as a reason of why we don't utilize that feature when that person that was using it anyway is doing it ineffectively. We've all, okay, got you, Belinda. We've all had an experience where someone tried to sell us something and it did not feel good. So does that mean I never buy anything again? You don't ever go into the store again because you had one bad experience, two bad experiences, even if you had 10 bad experiences. And I think that whole thing with Messenger, because it rarely happens to me that someone comes in there and tries to sell me something, and that, like, they send me a friend request and then boom, they're trying to sell me something. That very rarely happens. But I think it has to do with how I respond to when it does happen. So for instance, someone was like, hey, yeah, I'm doing this webinar, I'm showing people how to, close X amount a month using high ticket clients. Well, in my mind, I'm like, I show my clients to do how to do the same thing. So, that's not a service that I need. So I just clearly explained, well, hey, thank you so much for the information. I actually generate more than that a month. So, this is not some information that I need. And then the coach that I'm working with, yada, yada, yada. I just left it at that and kept it moving. Like, it didn't make me feel any type of way. Like, it didn't make me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm sick and tired of people trying to sell stuff to me. Like, I didn't have a negative response to it. And so, and maybe that's why I don't get it back. Why I don't have those experiences like that too often. And another thing too is, looking at the people that send me friend requests. So when someone sends me a friend request, there are certain things that I look for. Now, my criteria, it might be wrong, but it's been working for me because, like I said, people don't usually hop into my Messenger trying to sell me things. So once again, I look at people when someone sends me a friend request. So this all goes with lead generation. Someone sends me a friend request, I look at their page. So even if we have 100 people that are mutual friends, if I go through and look at their page and all I see is that they share stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, they share stuff from other people. I don't accept them as a friend. Even if we have 200 friends in common, like that's something to look at. Like, okay, cool, we have friends in common, but that's not the reason why I don't automatically accept people because we have friends in common. So I actually go through and look at their profile. Like I said, if there's stuff on there, if it's a bunch of shares, I don't accept it. I'm sorry. If I go and I look at their page and they are promoting, their multi-level marketing, I don't have anything against multi-level marketing because I used to do it. But if all I see is them promoting their multi-level marketing stuff, I don't accept the friend request. Once again, even if we have 5,000 friends in common, I do not accept the friend request. Once again, these are my criteria. So you need to have some criteria in place that you use. Another thing that I don't do, people that I don't accept, and y'all can say whatever you want to. Y'all know I love God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Y'all know I do. But another thing that I do not do, another type of friend request I do not accept. So if someone sends me a friend request and all I see is praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus, they got all these different sermons and all that stuff, I don't accept it. And this is why. Once again, I have a pastor. I have two. And I'm really particular about who pours into my spirit. That's just me. And so once again, I don't need people preaching at me or preaching to me. And so I don't accept it. So once again, what is your criteria that you use? Once again, that helps me to be able to curate my friends list. And then if someone does happen to pop up and it's something crazy, you know what I do? I unfriend them. You know what I don't do? Make a post out there that say, oh my God, I am sick and tired of these people that are, all they want to do is say, I don't do that. I don't do it. Well, Bev, yesterday you had a post about the Bitcoin people. Look at, what did my post say? What did my post say? My post said this. Is anybody else getting an influx of Bitcoin people that are sending you requests? Because all of a sudden, I started getting these requests. I didn't know if it was a keyword I typed in. I'm trying to figure out if it was just me. But once again, I didn't put anybody on blast. I didn't share a screenshot. I didn't do any of that. I just want to know, was it me? I'm like, what's going on? And the thing is, I could tell they were fake accounts. Like, I know that there's some people that do cryptocurrency. I get it. But these, I could tell, like, this ain't even a real profile. But then once I was reading people's comments, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. Exactly, Doc. I'm telling you, like I said, y'all know I love the Lord. Y'all know I love me some God and Jesus. I'm telling you, I do. But I'm just saying. So you guys, I'm telling you, you put all of those pieces into place, and that's how you tap into your current audience, those people that are currently in your audience. And so legit with my clients. And my clients, they will tell you they get scripts of things that they can do and what they can say to people. So no matter if the person is a friend on their page, if it's people on their email list, if they blog, like they get scripts and stuff that they can actually send to people to help them to get these conversations started. Like I said, that's why I have clients that are closing sales every single week. That's why I have clients that are doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in sales in a week. I make it easier for them. But you guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be hard. Does it take work? Yes, they have to show up consistently. They really and truly do. But my thing is, I always tell them, show up as yourself, be authentic, be authentic. Sometimes they want to hide behind things. Well, babe, I can't put this out here because, you know, I'm getting ready to go redo my branded photos. Babe, I don't have this flyer to put on there. And my people will tell you, I tell them all the time, nothing wrong with a good old selfie. Y'all, I paid a lot of money for those photos that you see that have me in that peach dress and the shirt that says being authentically me. I paid a lot of money for those pictures, that makeup and all that stuff, but I don't look like that every day. This is what I look like when I put a little makeup on, but usually I don't even look like this right here. And so I prefer for people to relate to me of how I look every day. Now, once again, there's nothing wrong with those branded photos, and I do put them out there because I did pay for them. But don't feel like you can't put something out there because you don't have an updated branded photo. Use what you have. And then my thing is, I say make the money, have the money coming in, and then go ahead and go all out with your visual brand. But some of you guys, you are paying too much attention to that stuff. It doesn't even matter. Like I said, I have yet to have somebody say, babe, you know what? I didn't sign up for your offer because you had that shirt on that said women empowering women. That's not branded. That's not branded. You didn't have your branded colors on, so I didn't sign up for it. Well, thank you, Miss Sherry. You guys, I'm telling you, like, don't get caught up in that small stuff. This stuff that I was talking to you guys about this week in this series, having an offer, a transformational offer that you know how to package, price, and position, making sure you have content that speaks to your ideal client, and making sure that you know how to generate leads in your current audience and how to close them in the sale. Those are the things that are important. Those are the things that are important. That's what you want to make sure that you're focusing on. And like I said, when you're generating the revenue, I'm telling you, when you bring it in $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a week, you can pay somebody to go. I'm telling you, y'all, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Okay. So you guys, that's all that I have for you guys for today. Once again, this was a four-part series. This is a three-part series. You guys, I'm loving all my LinkedIn people, my people that are catching me from LinkedIn. Thank you guys. And so you guys, like I said, I did this as a three-part series. Definitely make sure you scroll my timeline to find the other parts. If you are joining me from LinkedIn, part 1 is not on LinkedIn. I wasn't able to have the LinkedIn live feature then. I had it that day, but I couldn't go live. So you had to come over here on Facebook to see part 1 to it. Of course, you guys, I always give you the invitation. If you are interested in how you can generate at least $30,000, your next $30,000 at the least, like I said, my clients do between $35,000 and $116,000 in 90 days. So if you're looking at how you can do that, please feel free to reach out to me. My accelerator, the doors to my accelerator is open. So that kicks off in January. My mastermind, that's for those people that want to do 6 figures in 6 months. That's a whole different level right there. But that is available as well. So if you are interested on how I may be able to support you, please feel free to reach out to you. A lot of you guys, you're going to see me in Messenger. The same thing that I teach my clients, I do as well. You're going to see me in Messenger having conversations with you because I want to know, hey, can I support you? I don't know. I don't know if I can support you unless I ask you. So I'm going to be in Messenger having conversations, emails, all that stuff. So if you don't want to be bothered, you might want to unfriend me and disconnect from me. I'll still love you. I will. So you guys, that's all that I have. Like I said, if you're interested on how I may be able to support you, please feel free to reach out to me and we can have a conversation. If I can't help you, I will direct you to a couple of other referrals that may be able to support you. So if not me, I know that there's someone in my community that can support you. So you guys, I pray you have an amazing rest of your evening. Once again, if you have specific questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. Sherry, you better get your behind over there in that doggone accelerator, girl. I'm not playing with you. Get in that accelerator. You guys, if you have any specific questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Like I said, if I can't help you, I can point you in the direction of someone who can. I promise you that. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. You guys, I pray you have an amazing rest of your day, your evening, whenever you're catching this. Once again, if you're catching me on the replay, type in #replay, leave your questions, leave your comments. You guys, thank you so much, and I will see you on the other side of this live. Take care, take care, take care.